ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine, or show me what you can do. Make a move, the way my hands feel on your body. We pretend sitting in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling.
Hey everyone, RG here and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build and very sassy one, because today we are continuing our celebration of love. And yeah, we're gonna make a lot of love in this build, a lot of love in this build, because we are making a woohoo motel. Yeah, 3 years the channel is up and I never built something like that. Now, this build and this video it's gonna be a bit sassy and a bit cheeky and maybe not that prude, let's call it, because we are gonna talk about this build and the idea behind this build, and of course the whole idea of this build. Okay, you know what, let's start talking about this. The whole idea of this build is because of the upcoming wedding pack, right? How they call it? My Wedding Stories pack, game pack, and I'm super hyped for this pack. I gotta tell you, I'm really into the wedding things in the game. I even created in the past, and on the channel I created a wedding avenue or wedding island, something like that, something really nice and pink, if I remember right. And I decided that there is no better way to celebrate love in the game than creating a woohoo motel. Now, for those who don't know what is motel, it's some sort of a low-grade hotels, and basically they are kind of smaller in mostly like remoted areas. You're not gonna find motels. I think you're not gonna find motels. Usually you're not gonna find them in the middle of the city. You're gonna find them really far in sometimes even sketchy places. and yeah, so we are gonna build a motel for celebrating the upcoming wedding story pack, because my idea of this build was actually to give your sim the ability to go for their bachelor parties or bachelorette parties in a really cool place, a bit remoted, far away from their home, do whatever they want in this place in their last night as singles. Now, on the way, once I thought about this, I decided why not to create it as also a bit of a sketchy place for hangout and woohooing stuff. You know. So definitely you're gonna find a lot of woohooing like objects, a lot of places that you can do that. In this build, you're gonna have, I believe, like you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 places that you can woohoo in this place. Basically, in every object that you can woohoo, I placed it over here. I think. So yeah, you're gonna have a lot of love in the air, a lot of sassy love, let's call it. and yeah, and I even, you can see right now that I created those signs. I even placed one for the LGBT community, guys, because I said why not? It just looks so adorable, and we love everyone over here in the channel, right? So there's no good reason why not to give them even a sign for themselves. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of places to do a woohoo over here. And what I was trying to say, that once I've created this as for the people who want to come over here for the last night as singles, I thought maybe it can be also a place for people to do all of those challenges of 1,000 partners, 1,000 or 100. I think I overdid it with 1,000, but maybe that's the next challenge. I don't know, but I do know that many people on the community really love to do the 100 partners challenge, or so they don't need to do that in their home. They can just rent this place. Yes, it's gonna be rental, and it's not gonna be that cheap. And by the way, you can see that I just placed some numbers on the, like, next to the doors, and those numbers are basically paintings, and they were created by a simmer in the community, and I don't remember the name, so I do apologize, but I will place the name right now. Maybe now? Now, on the screen for you to go over there and get yourself the non-CC numbers if you want to use them. So yeah, the name of the person who created them right now on the screen. And so don't you worry, those numbers will not mark this build as CC. You can use them, and actually I really hope for you to use them. You can use them in many ways. So just do that. And where was I? Oh yeah, so this place is gonna be a rental. It's not gonna be that cheap. It's actually gonna be quite expensive. It's gonna be It's gonna be 5,000 simoleons every day. It's not that cheap, definitely not compared to EA's rental lots, but we all know that the builds that EA creating are there just for decoration until we, our builders, are coming and replacing them, right? So yeah. 5,000 per day to rent this place. But for those who playing the challenge of 100 partners, I do believe that they're gonna finish that real quick, right? They're not gonna be here like 5 days doing it. Anyway, oh, by the way, right now you can see that I'm creating a custom-made heart-shaped bed, right? And you are like, oh my god, how did he do it? How did he do it? So first of all, if you are new here in the channel, so you probably never saw that, but that heart-shaped bed I created. Now, I didn't create it just for me actually, and you can get it in your game. The only thing that you need to do is actually to go to the gallery, look for my gallery ID. You can find it in the description down below, or just look for RGR Gaming with a lower dash between the RGR and the gaming. And once you're in my gallery profile, you can find it that I created a custom-made like DIY kits for custom-made pools. The heart-shaped the heart-shaped pool is actually one of them, and I believe I created 8 or 9 of them with different designs. And the only thing that you need to do, just like I did, is to pull it to your lot that you're working on, fill the black trim area, basically the shape of the pool, with a custom pool tool, and then just drag it underneath the bricks that you can see on the left side, and delete the whole other stuff. But make sure to follow the guide. I do have a like a small or quick guide on my channel how to do that, because I shared like 9 designs and you can get it to your building. One small thing that I do recommend for you is actually to get it before and do it before you're actually creating your build, because they are quite big. The kits are kind of big, and sometimes you can build the whole building that you're trying to create, and you want to add that custom-made pool into your build, but you don't have enough space. Specifically in this build, I actually knew that I'm gonna add like the pool section behind the motel, so I kind of left a lot of space for me to edit when I edit it. So anyway, that's the pool kit that you can use, and yeah. So in this build, let's talk about the build. The build itself is 40 by 50, and we are in Stranger Vale. I placed it instead of I believe it's the broken down airplane lot. It's a residential. And I said that this is just the great and the most awesome place to create a some sort of a not bonded, but far remoted motel. And as you can see that I tried to create the place like around the motel. It's kind of sketchy. You can even see that there is a police unit coming over here. Maybe the officer wanted to do something. I don't know. Maybe. But I tried to keep the vibe of remoted area, and you can see that I placed vehicles in couples. Yeah, you know what that means. Maybe the people who are a bit more, I don't know, courageous and trying to do other stuff. You know, okay, I'm not gonna say that. You can just imagine. We all adults here in this channel. Well, we all supposed to be adults in this channel. So if you are a kid, please don't be here. But you know, yeah. By the way, this channel is not for kids. You know that, right? You know, yeah. There is even an age disclaimer in the about section of the channel. So just for you to know, we are not kids here. We're not kids. Anyway, so you can see that I'm working on the colors of this build, and one of the mods that really helped me here is the option to change. You can see that I'm changing the color of the lighting units actually in building mode. This is a mod by Twisted Maxi. I don't think I have it in the description down below, so maybe I will add it. It's actually a really useful one, and if not, just look for Twisted Maxi, I think light switching mode, something like that. I will try to put it in the description down below. It really helped me definitely in this build, because otherwise I had to build this with normal color lighting and then go to live mode and change the whole like lights. I don't know, I just don't like it. So it really helped me. And by the way, this is another area when you can where you can do woohooing. You know, the jacuzzi, the tub. This is another section for a woohooing. I told you that there are gonna be a lot of places over here to do that, and of course you can see even from this area you can see the dumpster over there. That's another place you can do that if you are into getting messy when you're doing it. And yeah, definitely I really tried to make this place fit and really romantic also, not just cheeky and sassy, but also romantic. So you're gonna have a lot of candles over here, and I thought at first I thought maybe to add like massages tables and stuff like that, but I decided that I don't want to do that. I want people, like, I want the Sims to come over here and not be dependent on other Sims coming over. It should be a bit more like remoted area for people to do their unspeakable things, maybe. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. So it's more for the last night as singles, or for bachelorette parties and bachelor parties, and for the people who want to do things outside of their marriage, maybe. Or even just want to go and get away, do some sort of a getaway. You know, fun fact, this is actually funny. So maybe you're gonna laugh. I had a laugh when it happened, because the idea is, it's not that the idea came from that, but it actually gave me another nudge towards creating this. Like, I don't remember exactly when, but my father-in-law, which is the father of my wife, asked me if there are any let's call it adult places in this game, and that got me thinking. It really got me thinking. You know why? This is something that I want to hear from you. What do you think? Because the game is really encouraging woohooing, definitely encouraging it. Just think about it. So many places in this game you can do it. You can do it basically everywhere. Even if you didn't know, you can even woohooing in the lighthouse in Windenburg. You can do that. You can do that. I didn't know that until kind of recently, but you can do that. The game is really encouraging that. So I don't know why they're still trying to to tag this game as teenagers plus. It should be young adults plus. What do you think? Am I illusioning it, or it should be marked for like 18 plus? I do believe it needs to be marked as 18 plus, because we all know that the storks, right? Stork? You know what I mean? That some sort of a bird that brings the at least by the stories that they told us when we were kids, that babies coming to the world with storks, right? It's not the truth. We all know what's woohooing. We all know what is making a baby. It's not that they're going under the blanket and read a book together. Maybe they read each other, but not a book. Maybe they're doing some sort of a exploration, but definitely they're not just reading a book. So if the game is trying to be for kids, they need to take down the whole thing of woohooing in the game. Definitely not encouraging it and just calling it in some sort of a cutie way. It doesn't mean it is not what it is, right? So what do you think? Does the game needs to be? If you're asking me, honestly, I think that Sims 5 needs to be marked as 18 plus. The game is not for kids. It's not supposed to be for kids. Even in Sims 2 and Sims 3, the game was not supposed to be for kids. Literally, on the age disclaimer that the game have, they say sexual themes. So it cannot be for teens and it cannot be for kids, right? So yeah, what do you think about the whole thing? Okay, and right now you can see actually we're creating the reception area. The reception area, or the booking, or the room booking, whatever you want to call that, it's the place where you come over and you're getting the keys for your room. And from that area, you're also gonna have, and now that you can see the section behind it, that section is gonna be some sort of a shared buffet or something like that. It's like if you don't want to eat inside your room and you do want to meet some other people who are here on some sketchy adventures. So yeah, you can go over there and meet your neighbors or eat with them or do some other stuff. Anyway, so yeah, this is the reception area. And what else I wanted to talk about? I had some other things that I wanted to talk about. So wait a minute. Okay, so by the time I'm recording this, it is after they dropped the trailer of the upcoming game pack, which I'm super hyped for it. I really hyped for it. One of the reasons is that I watched the trailer and I just loved it. I just love the idea that she was about to marry a man, and actually she at the wedding she find a new partner, which is a woman. That was just, I laughed myself out when I saw that. It was such a cool idea. And you know what? I think I know what was the reference for that, because if you remember, when I saw that moment, it just threw me back to Friends series, the TV show, the Friends TV show, where I saw Ross Geller leading down the aisle Carol, which is his ex-wife, towards her new wedding with Susan, and Susan is a woman. So that was just, it was perfectly mirrored. You know what I mean? It was just like I saw that episode, and that was the whole idea of the trailer, and I just loved it. Now I honestly really want to know what's gonna be the gameplay of it, because I've played some weddings in my game, and I gotta tell you that it is just a mess. It is a mess right now in the game. When you're playing a wedding, I tried to actually plan a wedding in the game, and I created that. I actually tried to do that on the avenue, on the wedding avenue that I created like 1 year ago, and it was a beautiful build. I actually talked about it at the beginning of the video. It was a beautiful build. I built some sort of like an island in Solani. Yeah, beautiful location, beautiful sunset. Everything was pink and white with balloons and confetti and stuff like that. And there was, of course, the arch where the Sims actually supposed to get married and exchange the rings. And when I tried to, I remember it until today. I was trying to create the whole ceremony, and I was trying to sit down all the guests. And until the time I managed to do that, first of all, it was halfway like down the end of the event. It was really hard to do that. Until I managed to do that, my Sims actually got married near the trash can somewhere over there, because they, I guess they got bored or something. They just couldn't wait for the guests. Okay, they just couldn't wait for the guests to put the butt down, and yeah, that was a whole mess. And I really want to see a way that the Sims kind of fix that problem. I want to see some sort of a really I don't know, I don't want to call it like adventure, because well, at least from the trailer it does gonna look like it's gonna be an adventure. You're gonna go for cake tasting, you're gonna go for wedding pick, like wedding dressing pick and stuff like that. By the way, people, if you missed it, I got you ready for that 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, before the week of the shorts. I created a wedding dress, like a bridal wedding dress shop. If you missed that, you must see this. You cannot start the game without having it. So I'll have it at the end of this video, as at the next video you can watch it, and I'll have it in the first comment for you to check that out. Because if you want to get the whole process of becoming a you know, a couple or whatever it is, you need to go to that shop and get yourself a bride dress or bridal dress, and it is super luxurious. It just looks beautiful, a lot of whites, and of course the mannequins are kind of broken, but I fixed that in without mods and CC. I explained all the things over there. Go check that out. Anyway, what I want to say is that I really want to see some sort of start and finish in the wedding day in this pack. Okay, I wanted to see how everything is like a clock. I wanted to see how it is starting by the people coming over for your wedding. There is the ceremony. There is the cake cutting stuff, which I think we noticed it on the trailer. We saw that part of there, like cutting it together. I want to see start and finish without the whole mess in between. I want it to be like literally the perfect day for the couple. So I really hope that it will be like that in the new pack. Definitely I'm gonna get it because of the all the items that are coming with it. I saw a lot of things which I'm super hyped. Did you see the new piano over there? It's just amazing. It looks amazing. I'm not using a lot of pianos in my builds. Definitely I need to, but there are a lot of things over there. Definitely, maybe I will think even to upgrade this build with some of the items from that pack, because this build you're gonna get it. Well, basically, you're gonna get it. I think you get it. Yeah, you're getting this build 1 hour after the live stream that they're gonna, you know, show us a bit more of the gameplay. So definitely, I really hope that I will be able to upgrade this build even before. No, that's the live stream. It's not the. It's on the 17th, right? I think it's on the 17th that they're gonna release it, yeah. So maybe you can do that. Once this build is in your game, maybe you can change it just a bit. Now, by the way, right now you can see me creating one of the units, and just to let you know, as you could see, after I ate your brain for 25 minutes, you can see that the whole thing is really red and really romantic and really sassy, as I said at the beginning of this video. And one thing you need to know, there are 7 units in this build. Now basically I just duplicate them, but I did made some changes to the bed and to some of the colors. Okay, I think one unit is a bit more orange, because the bed was like a tiger sheets, like it had the tiger sheets, so I wanted to have a bit more orange in the build itself. But yeah, a lot of places to woohoo in this place. Definitely a place to bring your Sims over here for a romantic vacation. You have the pool, you have the dining room. You have, by the way, the dining room is part of the university pack, so you just need to hire a caterer. So which is, it's not that expensive. Definitely if you're spending 5,000 simoleons per day in this build, so hire a caterer for 100 simoleons. It's not really that problematic, I guess. And yeah. Oh, by the way, one thing that is gonna maybe drive you a bit crazy are those candles. Those candles are gonna be melted like after a few days, so maybe you're gonna need to refresh them. I really hope that we had those candles without them like being melted away, but you know, we're working with what we have in the game. Anyway, that's it for this video. Look at that, I ate your brain for 25 minutes. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you're gonna enjoy your time playing this build. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're new here and want to see more builds of mine, just check out some of my other stuff. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my future builds. Don't run anywhere because the tour is about to start. So until the next time, keep that woohoo party going for me, because RGeetect is signing out.
Always on tonight. Throw that thing from left, right, side to side. Yeah. All my friends are here. Play my favorite song right on top. Yeah. And we never stop. Music pumping, we just keep on rolling. Yeah. No, we never stop. Shake, shake, shake your honey till the morning. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide.